and welcome to Harrison High School. So I'm really excited to invite you to this concert this evening. This is the first time I think something like this has happened. So about a year ago, we were trying to figure out how we could best showcase the talents for the high school musicians in this district and at the same time get them together. And so what we came up with is this showcase concert where you are going to hear the combined ensembles from North, from Farmington, and from Harrison all together. So the group behind me is the combined symphony bands from all three high schools. And this, I'm quite sure, at least in the time that I've been here, and which is longer than a lot of people, this is the first time this has happened. So I think it's a good way to sort of kick off what's going to be a season of closing festivities for Harrison High School. So it makes this the perfect place to host this event. So you're going to hear from the combined bands and then the combined choirs from the three high schools, combined orchestras, and then at the end, you'll hear from all of us at the same time. And so over 200 musicians performing at the same time. And we will, since there is no written program, we will introduce each piece to you as it happens. And so let's get started with this. And to begin, I am going to bring out from North Farmington High School, this is Mr. Wackles, and he is going to be conducting the first piece tonight.
good evening. How about another hand for Mr. Wackles, who's brand new to our district this year? We're so fortunate to have such a wonderful musician with us as part of our department over at North Farmington High School. We're glad he's here. My name is Mike Seal, and I'm the Director of Bands at Farmington High School. And I want to start by thanking Mrs. Babcock and Mr. Schroeder, who have made terrific efforts for this to happen tonight. Thank you for hosting. They made it possible for us to get all these students on stage, all the tech going, even with the snow day tomorrow. So how about some love for Mr. Schroeder and Ms. Babcock? Thank you. The next piece we're going to do is written almost 100 years ago, and it's by Ralph Vaughan Williams. And Ralph Vaughan Williams was a wonderful composer and collector of folk songs, and he is kind of not single-handedly, along with his contemporary Holst, they kind of started what became the modern concert band tradition. So we're going to play Toccata Martiale, and what you need to know is toccata is kind of a fantasy. And when we're talking like fantasy, we're not talking like dream fantasy, we're talking a musical fantasy. We're trying to do something really fantastic, a lot of zip and zing in here in the winds. And Martiale, it's got a martial feel to it. Now, this piece is completely, every single line has life in it, every single line has breath, every single line has urgency. And so this is we're trying to communicate that to you with Toccata Martiale. Now, one of the fantastic elements of getting a bunch of fantastic kids on stage to do something really fantastic is now and again we have to move them. So we're going to do that right now. So if you'll give us just a second, we're going to move the band from the stage and we're going to welcome our orchestra colleagues. So give us just a moment, if you will. All right, nice job, Joe.
Okay, how much am I going to go over? Step over that. Is that better? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. DeBant. I'm the choir teacher up at North Farmington High School. We're going to start the choir section of the performance tonight with James Erb's arrangement of Shenandoah.
Good evening. My name is Angel Gippert, and I'm the Director of Choirs over at Farmington High School. And our next piece is called Sisi Mimoya, and we have a student accompanist, Troy, from Harrison High School, and we also have a Farmington High School history teacher accompanying us on the djembe, Mr. Jeremy Gold.
So good evening. I am John Kennedy. I'm the orchestra director at North Farmington High School, and I'm very pleased to welcome you to the orchestra portion of this concert, this celebration. It's amazing to think that it's been 12 months really in the planning when we first started talking about doing this amazing event, and that with all that planning it comes down to late last night, texts going back and forth. Is there going to be school tomorrow? Are we going to be able to have this concert? And so we're very, very happy to be here, and we're really happy you all are here. The orchestras, which are conducted by Mr. Tom Schroeder and Mr. Ted McDonald at Harrison and at Farmington, are combining to perform two works for you. The first one that I will be conducting is called October. It's by Eric Whitacre. It's also very famous in a band version as well as a string version. So bands and orchestras around the world play this piece. This is October by Eric Whitacre.
Good evening. My name is Ted McDonald. I'm the orchestra director at Farmington High School. Isn't it just a great sound when all three high schools are here together? I just played with them. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. Our last piece for the orchestra is called The Emerald Falcon. Enjoy. just going to take a couple minutes to reset the stage for our big combined numbers, so just hold on to your seats for just 1 second. Thank you.
guys are humming it. Choir kids and song. I think we're ready. Well, good evening and also good night. I get to close the show, as we say it. I'm Tom Schroeder. I'm choral and orchestra director here at Harrison, and this is Mrs. Peggy Babcock, band director here at Harrison. And we have the distinct honor of closing this concert, this combined great effort today that we came together to do. And we're going to close with a song called The Awakening. And I'm not even going to go into it. Just listen for the words, and I think you'll see why we chose it. Actually, Mrs. Gippert suggested that we do this, and very, very appropriate for this day. Lots to talk about. I'm going to kind of condense it here really quick. First of all, we want to thank parents. Thank you for your continued support in the district. I'm sitting over there and listening to all the groups and stuff. It's like, man, we've got a lot of talent in this district, and it's so great that we could combine tonight. So thanks for coming out, and thanks for continuing to support your kids and lessons and driving them to rehearsals and all that stuff that comes with it, because it really, really is important. And we stand here. All of us music teachers are here because we're a product of this too. And you better believe down the road, these fine young people will be doing the same thing in leadership roles, and they already are. But we thank you for encouraging them that way, because it's important. It really is important. So thank you. And now the next thank yous is to all the wonderful boosters in there from all three high schools for preparing that meal and serving the kids. We want to thank all the boosters for coming together tonight and doing that. To help defray the cost, there's little donation containers out there, if you would be so kind. If you can imagine feeding 300 kids, it gets pretty expensive. So I'm told that there are containers out there, correct, in the lobby. So if you'd like to donate, that would be appreciated, because that was the biggest expense, of course, for today, for getting all the kids together. Speaking of which, it was a great joy to work with everybody today. Monday night when they said, okay, no school on Tuesday, I'm going, oh man, there's 6 days now in the last 3 weeks that we've missed, and I think we all feel the pressure, but also we rose up above that, and we did a good job in prepping today. So it was a busy day and trying to get everything done at the last minute because we weren't together yesterday, but I think the kids did a real fine job doing that. And kids, thank you. Yeah, everybody did a great job today, the rehearsals, and being where you're supposed to. We thank TV10 and Gabe for recording things tonight, so look at it for TV10. Anybody else? Sorry. Music, that's right. And of course, gotta spot all the musicals coming up at all three high schools. I believe Harrison's and Norris are the same weekend in March, third weekend of March, correct? And Farmington, when is yours? In April? First week of May. First weekend of May. So obviously come on out and support these kids, and they're continuing. And of course, the spring concerts and all festival stuff coming up here very shortly. We appreciate that. I think that's it. And I'm sorry, Mrs. Babcock, I don't read lips. Okay. She and I have been together for 20 years, so we kind of get this 20 years, right, Mrs. Babcock? 20 years, and we got to say goodbye at the end of this year. So, yeah, I know. We thank the support of our school administration from all three high schools for getting the kids out here on count day, nonetheless, and getting them out of here and getting them out of classes to rehearse this today. Like I said, we had a good, productive afternoon today. It was fun. And like I said, this is the first time I think we've ever done something like this, and it certainly was worth it. So we thank you all. Okay, we are going to finish with The Awakening. Let's do it. Go. Yo, leave the house lights up.